made it in 2007 when she placed 13th in the senatorial race. Will Risa Hontiveros finally barge into the Magic 12 as she attempts for the second time to win a seat in the Senate? Check out what she thinks as Inquirer.net's Inquest Vote 2013 gets to know more the lady with the signature, or is it Magic Alampay?
Can you just tell us what actually, or what probably are significant events in your life that actually molded you into what you are today, and to be able to project that image of Palaban? You know?
Siguro yung unang parang mobilization ko was when I was 12. Ano yun election ng interim batasang pambansa noon, 1978. So you can compute my age. Noise barrage nung isang gabi for the Senate, or rather, the IBP slate that was running from prison. Former Senator Ninoy Aquino and others. Nag-noise barrage kami sa backyard namin. You know, middle-class family na at a certain point in time had supported then President Marcos. Pero nung lumabas na yung mga issue ng corruption, abuse, nag-turn away from him. And I grew up feeling that yung pagpihit na yun ng sentiment ng pamilya ko. And then that first noise barrage sa bahay namin. Nung second year high school, I was a teenager, doon ako naging aktivista, again because of my mom. Sinamahan niya ako sa isang forum ng Nuclear Free Philippines Coalition. Doon din sa eskwelahan ko, Saints Co Manila. And I was so inspired enough to leave my first love then, theater and music. Pero ayun, naging first love ko naman na yung pagiging aktivista. And I had many mentors, high school hanggang college, na hinubog talaga yung kamalayan ko. And parang inoriento ko sa ganitong buhay aktivista, buhay advocate. And later, that came into play in my decision to enter the formal structures of politics. So,
ano ba yung status ng family niyo? I mean, kasi parang may impression daw na medyo nasa upper class ba kayo, na parang may difficulty connecting with the masses. Ay, ganun ba?
Well, sabi ko nga kanina, I'm a middle class girl. We hardly eat in restaurants kasi mas mura talaga. And mas naman nutritious kumain sa bahay, home cooking. I don't buy clothes for myself. I buy clothes for my kids, lalo na 4 sila. They're all growing up. Salamat ko, we have our own home. Hindi na kami umuupa tulad ng dati, at hindi pa naman siya mortgage. Knock on wood, I hope to never have to mortgage our house. Tapos, we have one vehicle. Well, para sa akin, yung nagbabudget talaga ako. From payday to payday, sweldo to sweldo. Binabayaran ko yung tuition ng mga anak ko on installment. Never na ako nagbabayad ng yung buo sa simula ng school year. That's one thing I'm grateful for sa challenges of making ends meet as a middle-class family, na kahit papano nakikiramay at mas may empathy kami dun sa nararanasan ng karamihan ng mga pamilya dito sa atin. Because I do struggle as the head of a single income family to make ends meet.
So how do you keep your bonding with your kids?
I sleep less. Ayun talaga yung biro namin mga solo moms, na sleep later, wake up earlier para lang magawa lahat ng importanteng magawa. Anyway, kahit hindi kampanya, lagi akong antok. Pero inisip ko naman, anyway, pag malaki na sila, I can sleep as long as I like, whenever I like. Pero maalala nila na while they were growing up, I was there, I was present. At hindi ko na-miss yung mga mahalagang karanasan nila.
Would you encourage your children to follow your path?
What I tell them, actually, now that you ask me, what I tell them is to follow your bliss. Wala sa kanila ngayon ang nag-iisip halimbawa maging full-time community organizer like I was before. wala sa kanilang nag-iisip maging politiko. They each have their own dreams na ngayon pa lang, they're working on them na nakakatuwa at iba-iba. I always tell them, follow your bliss. Find out ano yung mahal mo sa buhay. Tapos, maging magaling ka dyan. Magpakadalubhasa ka dyan. Then that will be your service. And that's how you'll be happy.
Picture niyo yung alampay.
Oo.
Ilang peraso kayo?
Ay, masyado ng marami. At ni isa, hindi ko binili ito. Yung collection ko ng alampay started with, binigyan ako ng isang gold na Abel na alampay from the Ilocos. Abel, speaking of, Mr. Landay, na bigay ng mga kasama kong bakla sa Akabayan ng HQ. And after that, ewan ko ba, parang nawili yung mga kasama ko. Bibigyan ako ng alampay. And it came in so useful nung nagtrabaho na ako sa house kasi di ba alam mo napakalamig ng session hall. Ang suot ko doon laging blazer and inner blouse. Pero kahit may ganong 2 layers na kinaw pa rin ako. So hindi na ako maka-jacket or sweater kasi naka-blazer na. So alampay na lang. Balabal actually mas makapal dito. Kumot talaga.
During the last campaign, may ganyan na rin.
May ganito. Pula lang nga. Pero kasi nag-evolve siya from kumot to kung ano yung bill na pag-uusapan that day, susuot ko yung kulay na nagsisimbolo niyan. Tapos ito na lang yung natirang maliit na fashion statement ko. Hanggang sa huli, sabi ko nga, ito, kasi nung bata tayo, di ba mahilig tayo gano'n. Saan pag gusto nating lambingin yung isang tao, ano ka ba? Or tigilin mo yan.
So it was your idea, yung sa ad na you use that
alampay. Oo, ng team ko. Yes.
Filing or considering bills or measures, which actually rule you more, your head or your heart?
Nice question. Siguro both, but if ever there's a deadlock dun sa pagtansya ko intellectually, my heart will tip the balance. At nalalagay ako sa environment na kaya kong gawin yon and to trust my instincts kasi karamihan kung di man lahat ng mga bills na final ko noon bilang representante ng Akabayan. Kasama yung sektor na dapat stakeholder dyan. Kasama sila sa konsultasyon saka sa pagdadraft ng bill. So, hindi lang nila ini-input sa akin ano yung issue, ano yung kinakailangang policy, pero whether they articulate it or not, napaparamdam nila sa akin yung pangangailangan at yung pangarap nila which gravitate around this particular bill.
So in the same manner, if you are faced with making a tough decision, which actually would you rely on? Principles or facts?
Principles? Principles. As I mentioned earlier, importante sa akin yung pag-aaral. So, kinokolekta ko talaga, inaalam, tinatanong ko yung facts. Tapos, so that legislation should become more and more scientific and I want to participate in that process. Pag nagkaroon na ng isang deadlock din, I'm a very instinctive person as well. So, I would go by principle, yung norms. On the question of tama ba ito or hindi tama, I try. I'm part of that community na which tries to go with ano yung tama. And then fight for the victory from there.
Pagkakataon po ba na parang you decide na parang ayaw mo na nitong ginagawa mo, pagiging activist, may mga pagkakataon hanggang sumuko na kayo, parang ano ba yung pinaglalaban nyo?
Dumating na sa sukdulan.
May mga pagkakataon muntik na talaga dumating sa sukdulan. You know, when you ask me that, the first thing that comes to mind, sukdulan as in talagang iniyakan ko yung nangyari. Nung 2006 kasi, andun yun sa panahon na parang I was beginning to hope na in my lifetime, sa lifetime ng generation ko, ay magkakaroon tayo ng talagang salamat ng isang mas ganap na demokratikong gobyerno, tapos mas makatarungan talagang ekonomiya. So really more of the features of democracy and yung social democracy, socialism or social democracy. Nung binagsak ni GMA, yung state of emergency, na-depress talaga kami. As in, iniyakan ko yun. Sabi ko, okay. Yung akala kong namumuong possible scenario dyan sa horizon, talagang nag-recede into the distance. Natakpan ulit ng ulap. And so I thought, okay, siguro not in our lifetime.
How do you cope with, some legislators who you get to debate with in several issues, pero who come in as medyo feisty or medyo nasty,
Ready for
medyo aggressive ang
Kalyado
dating.
ko siya sa RH. Kung feisty sila, I respect them. Pag nasty, ayokong sabayan sa ganon kasi ayoko rin maging nasty at saka ayoko yung mga taong pag nega ang ugali. Kung aggressive, minsan kailangan yon. Although, mas gusto ko yung aggressiveness or better yet, assertiveness na hindi violent, hindi bastos sa tao, bilang tao. So, kaya kong i-take yun. Sabi nga kung papasok ka sa kusina, you better be able to take the heat.
Would you consider yung RH law your milestone
piece of legislation? Or
Yes, together with the cheaper medicines law at saka yung CARPER, Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program Extension with Reforms, yun yung trio na tinetreasure ko talaga. Siyempre, ang pinaka-fresh sa akin ngayon at in a way, very, very close to my heart, yung RH, kasi ang tagal. And kasi dikit na dikit sa pagiging babae, which I realized when somebody asked me about it before, dun talaga nagmumula yung things that are the most important to me. Yung the things that have to do with being a woman. Sa panahon natin ngayon dito sa Pilipinas.
Favorable ba same-sex marriage?
I believe na dapat pantay ang karapatan ng lahat, pati sa pagtatag ng pamilya. So, I'm in favor of same-sex marriage, but I think that should come, the discussion about that at yung legislative battle about that should come sometime down the road pa. First things first, priority ko talaga kung sa LGBT community, yung anti-discrimination law. Kasi dapat, anuman yung maging desisyon ng ating bansa tungkol sa isang issue tulad ng same-sex marriage, ang importante, by the time we face that question, walang second-class citizens, walang second-class relationship sa ating bansa.
What would be your priority bills? Or at least name 3.
Okay.
if given a chance to really serve as a senator, what would be your priority bills? Or at least name 3.
Okay. Sige, top 3. Yung isa, isang anti-corruption and good governance index na gagamitin sukatan sa anti-corruption track record ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno.
Okay.
At yun, maging batayan ng pagbigay sa kanila ng Kongreso ng budget taon-taon. Pangalawa, isang bill para dagdagan ang suporta ng gobyerno sa usapin ng trabaho at negosyo, yung mga kababaihan, and not to forget solo moms. Lalo na sa context ng economic boom nationally, pero still global economic crisis. Pangatlo, a bill for one of the 4 elements ng universal healthcare, a bill para sa doktor sa bawat baryo.
Do you think you'll be capable enough to make a difference in the next Senate?
I hope that I would be able to make a difference just by being the kind of person na hinubog ng iba't ibang komunidad of which I was or still am a part.